We are a professional services department that caters for postgraduate research students, and we deliver research and development programs, activities and events that will see them through their PhD, basically, or research.
Okay, so we got funding to run an event which we called the Research Garden. We held it at the Lincolnshire Show on the 20th and 21st of June, and basically our plan was to get PhD researchers literally delivering their research to the public at that forum. Obviously Lincolnshire Show, if you're aware of it, is sort of a cultural show, a lot of industry there, a lot of focus on agriculture, but what we wanted to do is go to the Lincoln education stand and literally present the PhD research that's going on at the university. So we recruited 9 postgraduate research students, and they took part over the 2 days. And initially we were intending to do sort of soapbox style presentations. When we got to the event, we realised that was not going to be possible. With hundreds of kids running at you or wanting to see what's going on, we actually changed the focus and made it much more activity-based and much more interactive in terms of what the researchers were delivering.
So we set out the aims for the project was in 3 areas. One for the university. The idea was that obviously we're widening the research going on at the university, but from this is where the garden bit lives, is the roots of research, which we feel is our PGR students. So we wanted to champion that and show what is going on at the university. We wanted to then obviously aid recruitment, that other people could then look and see what we do here and think, right, Lincoln is the place where I want to go and do my research. And we wanted to raise the current profile of the research already taking place, and hopefully that would then affect the data they gather, the participants they need, and then allow for more of that to take place.
Did you want to talk a bit about public?
Oh, yeah. So from a public point of view, we really wanted to inform and engage them into all the things that we've just said. We wanted them to understand that the university isn't just something that they can all hate on Lincolnite. It's somewhere they can, there's lots of really good things going on out there, and we really wanted them to be aware of it. We wanted to, obviously, we knew that the audience demographic at the show would be of much younger, so we wanted to encourage that and inspire that to obviously come to university, and Lincoln being the main one of them.
So we also wanted to obviously impact on the researchers themselves. The Doctoral School is focused on research and development, so what we need to develop is our researchers. So what we've seen in a lot of the workshops and activities we do is that a lot of our researchers might struggle with sort of delivering their research in layman's terms, and when it comes to big panels, funding panels, whatever it might be, delivering in that way is super crucial. And we thought, what better way to do that than literally getting them to deliver their research to children, to the kids at the event. They weren't taking any nonsense. It was just straight, right, what's the point of this? What's the point of the research? And what we were seeing is we talk a lot about impact at the university and what's the impact of your research. The children, they'll tell you what the impact of your research is, because if they don't understand it, then you need to explain the impact better. So that was what we were trying to develop in the researchers themselves.
So as we said, we was going to do this soapbox where they would stand up and present nicely 5-10 minutes of their research, and then obviously everyone would be hands up and asking questions. I'm not sure if anyone's ever had 10-year-olds come at you at speed. It's quite a daunting place to be, and it's certainly not academic in any way, shape or form. So we absolutely threw our PGR students in at the deep end, and they had to be in the middle, asking direct questions. Firstly, here's the sweets, and secondly, this is what my research is about. And it was, I think, a lot of learning on your feet for the first half of the first day, and we engaged over 300 members of the public in 2 days, and it was very, very intense, very, very brilliant. We had activities as well that we wanted the public to get involved in, so they could understand themselves and see what it is. So they were making their own DNA out of sweets. The quiz that Letitia was talking about, the monkey quiz, we used that. That was extremely popular. They were talking about sustainable food, what's sustainable, what's not. There was varied And we also asked them to, one of the questions we asked was, when you go to university, what do you want to research? And we then got them to plant that in their research nursery, which was on a flower, so they could, the idea was we planted that seed, and we would, when they gave us their answer, we explained to them what that was within the university, so we'd link it to the school or to the college or to other areas that were in the tent and move them forward to that so they could actually see that if it was drawing, what do they mean by drawing? We would talk about fine performing arts, we would whip it down so they actually had a deeper understanding of what they think was their research and could be actually be their research.
So obviously we've spoken a lot about, you can see there in terms of the attendance and people that engaged, children predominantly under 10s, but it was great to see that we were engaging a lot of 10 to 18 year olds. Obviously they're going on to their next steps, what's next for them, are they going on to higher education, and it was great that we were capturing them. At that point we had a lot of students, a lot of teenagers at the event that were coming up to us and saying, oh well, I'm thinking about maybe doing this, and we literally had the researchers there to point them towards to say, well look, here's a researcher doing this in this sort of similar scoped area, go chat to them, go get involved in that activity. And we also had a lot of parents there too, and as Caroline's mentioned, the children were saying, we were asking them what they were interested in, and sort of the children were saying whatever came straight into their head. Some people were saying Fortnite, and then we'd explain to them, well, look, you like Fortnite, and parents were immediately poo-pooing it, saying, no, that's not what they're asking. We said to them, no, look, you're interested in Fortnite, you're interested in video games, okay, go talk to our computer science student, have a chat with them, and explaining realistically where can their interests lead into research. So that's what we really try to encourage. And again, some stats there in terms of 61% female participants, the fact that we're encouraging young girls to look at these STEM subjects and say, look, here's actually what's going on, and giving them a realistic view of what's happening and what they might be able to follow, we feel like that's really going to have an impact.
So impact, as we were saying, as a word used a lot in the university, we discovered quickly that the impact has to be pretty instantaneous when it comes to the audience that we did. But one of the big things we had an evaluation that we asked all participants who engaged with the research garden, and one of the biggest stats that we were really surprised by was 100% having visited the research garden and spoke about the different areas within the university, their awareness of research at the university was increased by 100%, and this was even including people who already had previous knowledge of the university because they knew someone who went there or a partner worked there, so it opened up that area. And when I said about we asked the audience or the children or whoever to fill in some of the things they would like to research in, these are all of the things that came back. There's beer on there somewhere. I think that was one of the teachers, to be honest, at the time. But and what we discovered by chance was a lot of the areas that the audience was saying was art based, and we actually had nothing in the tent. In the educational tent that was from the College of Art, so we had nowhere to refer them to. So that's something we've in sort of by chance have fed back to our own marketing department. You know, we need to have a full representation. But it was so far-reaching, from llamas to guinea pigs, unicorns, to the second universe that apparently I didn't know about. But so it was huge. It was huge and inspiring. So and when someone said Lego, we explained there's a professor of Lego. We said sleep, we explained we had a professor who did sleep here. So he was able to give real life. That this is already out there for you. You can do this.
So finally, the impact on the researchers themselves. There's just a small quote here from Lisa Jacobs. This is one of the students from School of Computer Science and her research into dyslexia. What she ended up using the event for was a platform to collect data as well. So she was posing questions to any parents at the event, she was posing questions to the children at the event and school teachers around dyslexia. What are their impressions of it? What does it mean to them? How do they understand it? And that what she realised is that actually a lot of the teachers were misunderstanding it. as well, which is really tough, and getting it fed back into a research that, yes, okay, right, this is knowledge that I can use to further the way I'm looking at this, because I think previously the assumption might have been that, oh, well, the teachers should be made aware of that and they should know what that means. And again, she did her own surveys at events, and she collected some data that fed back into the research.
So next steps, very quickly, so our time's up, sorry. So we've already presented this at the NCCPE conference at VTI. Again, we said about the art store within the university educational stand. We're going to do an abridged version at Lights, and obviously we're hoping to do the Lincolnshire Show again next year. And following on from that, we'd like to expand the project where we would go to the Lincolnshire Show and then maybe have a select number of the audience that you followed up in 6 months' time and found out if that research interest was still there, and then again a year later. So there is scope to grow the research garden, see where I went, as much as you like. So that's us. Thank you very much.